Hi, this is Andy with Mountain Computers. Today is April 17th, and it's a Wednesday. And we're not in the back room anymore because we've got a whole bunch of computers that we're recycling that are going out tomorrow to Nevada Recycling. So I got about 50, 60 computers that are going through recycling, so that's good. Save the planet one computer at a time. So anyhow, what I want to talk today to you about is I'm in one of my offices that I do a lot of my development and testing. I got my rack of servers here. I got my Alienware system that I repaired from a client who got rid of it and upgraded, and it was a dead motherboard, so I replaced that and fixed that. And of course my other workstation, which is what I do a lot of data recovery on. But anyhow, I want to talk about virtualization. Specifically, in the past 3 months I've been doing work for client regarding Crossover Office 2016-2019 on a Peppermint operating system inside a Windows 10 or Windows 7 computer. And that has to do with some compliance issues. We're trying to do some security, encryption, two-factor authentication, multi-factor authentication. But I want to talk about virtualization and what I've been running up against. That's been rather challenging. So let's talk about middleware, okay? I've been doing computers for 35 years, and you have a client, you have a server, you have hardware, you have software, and between the two they communicate through a network or some sort of cable or interface, and in that cable interface you have middleware. Well, just take that to the desktop or put that in the server, and you have layers. Like in one of my videos I talked about all the ISO, TCP/IP protocol stack and layers. Well, when it comes to software and virtualization, you have the same thing. You have layers. So in my case, our testing environment, we've had multiple. One of the things that I'm running into is a performance issue as you get down to some of the layers. And it's not on all things. It just has to do with Microsoft Office. Activated or not, a product from Codeweavers called Crossover, version 18.18.5. So from Windows, we have, or you can do a Mac, it doesn't matter. You have a quad-core machine with 4 threads or 8 threads with 8 to 16 gig of RAM. On top of that, you run Oracle VirtualBox. Oh, I'm sorry. Windows 10, Windows 7, doesn't matter. 64-bit. And then you have Oracle VirtualBox 522, 524, 526, 528. 528 just came out today. We've been testing on 526 mostly, and VirtualBox 6, which just came out like a month ago. We've tested 6 and 526 for performance issues of our Peppermint operating system version 9 with our Crossover 18.18.5 with Office 2016 Professional Plus. So where's the slowdown? The slowdown is between Crossover, or not even Crossover, I shouldn't even say Crossover is the slowdown. I should say Office 2016 Pro Plus running inside Crossover 18 or 18.5 with the .NET stack, without the .NET stack, separately installed with an IE8 stack, is but slow. Office 2016 Pro Plus is just but slow. So the Peppermint operating system inside VirtualBox with 2 cores, 4 gig of RAM runs fine. But when you add the Crossover and Office, Office is just slow. So the past couple days I've been optimizing Office inside the Crossover product. I've been trying to figure out ways to optimize Crossover. Do you choose the 32 or 64-bit bottle? With 18 you didn't have the Windows 10 bottle, you just had the Windows 7 bottle, 32-bit. When you chose their Office 2016 installation. Select your source, default the bottle, published or not published, doesn't matter. We're publishing the bottles so we can use them across multiple users. So what am I trying to get across to you today? The guys at Codeweavers, thank you so much for all your help. The people at Oracle, thank you so much for your help. People at Microsoft, hey, that was my home and house for 7 years. I got that pretty much dialed in. But all I can say is, why do we have such a performance issue with all those layers? The translation, I would think, I mean, Office typically is 32-bit. It gets buggy when it's 64-bit. Word crashes. I don't know why, it just does. Mostly my client is going to be using Excel and Word. They don't use the rest of the products pretty much. But we got to get Word and Excel dialed in, and we went in through all the options inside the Crossover with Word and Excel activated and Crossover licensed, activated. I can tell you right now, performance with Crossover, licensed, unlicensed, in trial or not, I think there's a little bit of a performance nudge. But Office, huge difference, activated or not. It's like Windows 10. If you activate it, great, you get all the features. If you don't activate it, some of the features aren't there. But I really think there is a performance hit. Trying to figure out whether or not it's going to allow this piece of code to run inside the application or not. So what am I trying to get across today? One, we've had a few days off, actually 5 days off. But I'm really about performance, tuning and performance. We've got to get Microsoft Office 2016 Pro Plus to run on Crossover fast. Now if you take Peppermint and Crossover and Office on a dedicated laptop like a Lenovo T470, it runs great. But as soon as you put it inside VirtualBox, either version, 526 or 6, 4 gig of RAM, 2 cores, I mean it should fly pretty well. It should perform very well. You can just tell Office Word, just you're typing and it's lagging. You click on the menus, it's lagging. I've gone into the general display options. I've turned off all the add-ins, all the overhead that Microsoft throws at you. I mean, I just want to write a document, okay? Choose a font, print it, save it, send it. I don't need to make it like pixel perfect on my screen. I mean, if I go to print, you put all your money in your printer, so you have perfect output. When you save a document, you're going to send it to somebody. They're going to have a different screen, different DPI, different resolution. It just needs to, I mean, Word should work like Notepad. I mean, you should be able to just type and go, hit F7, spell check, format it, pagination, headers, footers, that's it. Write a book. That's why people who write books don't use Word. I do, but it's because I've been using it for so long I know how to actually optimize it. So as you can see, we have Go Green PC Tune-Up. That's my software that I use. We have our landing page for Microsoft or for Mountain Computers. And this is Andy from Mountain Computers. Like, subscribe, and share. One of the things you have to do is you have to make sure that computers run fast. They do exactly what you want. They don't crash. You've got your backups. I swear, the Crossover people, I want you to understand, I am really trying to help you. Those Codeweavers, you know, it's a pretty cool product. I remember ClarisWorks, I remember Parallels, I remember all those things. And yeah, they can be a little janky. I mean, you come out with a major version, you better have some major performance issues. I mean, there's got to be a whole team at Codeweavers focused on performance. I mean, walking the code saying, is this thing running as fast as we can run it? I hope so. At Microsoft, we had, you know, test teams that took the kernel and broke it apart, and there were so many different versions of the Windows kernel that were being deployed and tested at the same time. That's not a secret. Everybody has variations of the same product, the same deployment on different platforms. But we have got to figure out how to get, I don't care if it's Linux, I don't care Linux Mint, I don't care if it's Peppermint, I don't care if it's Ubuntu, the core version, 1604, whatever you got. CentOS, that's for servers only, pretty much. Red Hat, you name it. That Crossover product, version 18, 18.5, I don't know why they went to a major 18.5. I didn't read the release notes. Buy a couple licenses. We got 2 licenses, production and testing license. We've activated Office 2016. I want to go to 2019. 2016 licenses are hard to get right now. 2019 is more predominant. We're not going to pay subscription fee. We're not going 365. That is not the way that the world works. You pay for it once, that's it. All these people who want you to subscribe forever, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a good profiteering model. That's sustainability for a business. I get that. Get you into contracts, and that's the way of the world now. Everybody wants you to be on their subscription. They want you to be on their email list. No, I just want a product that works. It's good for 3 to 5 years or longer. That's it. But again, Codeweavers, good job. Keep up the great work. Reply to me, please. If I post something on the forum, don't not reply. I mean, some people, are you guys just too busy? Do you not have enough testers or developers or whatever? But anyhow, Andy from Mountain Computers. More to come. We'll talk to you soon. I got to answer this phone call.